Thank you for tuning in to Short Hair Bootcamp. I'm Stylist John. I'm working on rotating clients. I am a licensed cosmetologist of 10 years. They crossed over into barbering. I started off as a braider. I've been styling and cutting and styling and doing hair since I was probably about 9 years old. I've been licensed, like I said, been 10 years. And I have a world of experience, and I love to teach and help others get to where they would like to be. I have workshops, I have one-on-one classes, I have group classes, and I'm going to fix. It looks a little bit more crisp. Okay, so you can check my website out at www.stylistjohn.com. My contact number is 314-359-5499. I can get you fly. Welcome to beauty school. Okay, so I have my clients. There's a phrase that I learned from one of my mentors when I was in beauty school. Her name was Miss Shauna. I love Miss Shauna. Miss Shauna had a lot of energy. She had a wealth of knowledge, and she worked really hard to make sure that it was tangible for you, and she was always busy in the industry doing stuff. As a matter of fact, she is one of the reasons why I decided that I wanted to become an educator and teacher, because yeah, she called me teacher's pet. I'm not gonna lie. I sat in the front of the class. She was real pretty. I sat in the front of the class, and whenever she was teaching, I was sitting right there front row, taking notes, asking questions, waving my hand like this, like, ooh, I know the answer, because I read the book forwards and backwards, and I really wanted to be good at what it was that I was doing. But seeing her in action and going to church with her occasionally really lit my fire, and it made me really want to become an educator, because I felt like in our community, go there with me for those that are watching, there really aren't a lot of guys in our community from where I'm from that are doing what I'm doing right now. And I wanted to be able to inspire other guys like, hey, you can still be a man and do women's hair and make enough money to where you can support your family. You can, open up a business. You can do men and women hair. And, a lot of guys kind of frown up at it because of the stereotype, but I really wanted to break stereotypes, because, hair is hair, no matter it's a man or a woman. And the ability to be able to cut short hair and long hair is definitely a skill set that will take you far. And so when I was in beauty school, I got most of the barber cuts, but I was working on doing styles. And when I went to barber college, I already knew how to work with longer hair. So, they gave me the twist, the locks, on top of doing the barber cut. So, they work hand in hand. So I'm going to work on molding and styling these 3 clients and rotating them. I'm already started with one. Because you need to be able to rotate your clients whenever you're working with them, because you need to make sure that you stay on track and on task and on time. So I'm going to use my for curl. And I'm going to use this bevel, okay? I'm going to comb her out. I molded her down with foam wrap. I'm going to use a little bit of wax stick on her hair, because I want to give her a little bit of play. So I'm going to go in with the wax stick. All over the head, because I want this to have a forward flowy motion to it. And while my irons are heating up, yes, I like using Marcel irons. I got my handy can of Sebastian Shaper to make my hairstyle stay. And And I have my wax paper or my paper strip in order for me to test my iron out, so that way I do not burn my client's hair, because you definitely do not want to burn your client's hair. So, like they say in church, you definitely want to test it. Okay, I'm going to start from the back. I'm going to start from the crown area to the front. This area right here is called the Valentine. This is the Valentine area here. It's like the heart-shaped area in between where the parietal ridge is that almost looks like a heart whenever you mold in the hair. And I'm going to curl this like a flower, okay? A flower opens up from the outside in. So I'm going to test. Tested my iron on the paper. I didn't get a brown mark on it, so I'm good. And I'm going to take the iron and I'm going to mold the hair upward. Because I want that hair to stand up. I want that hair to stand up like that. So I am now rotating between irons. And I'm just going from back to front. So the style I foresee is kind of like an onion. I don't know if you've ever had an onion flower. And I can probably get a lot more curls simply by going in there and just curling the hair. That's what I'm doing, just going in there and curling the hair, giving it a slight bevel on the end. Now, why am I doing it like that? Well, the way I foresee this particular hairstyle is, I foresee this hairstyle as my client going out with her girlfriends or her guy, and she wants her hair to have some heat onto it, where it has some structure to it, but also where it has some forward movement because of her lifestyle. She's a woman that likes to work out. She's a woman that has personality. She's a woman that is really good at what she does. She's very confident, and her hairstyle reflects her lifestyle. And so I'm making this hairstyle according to what her lifestyle is. Your hairstyle should match your lifestyle. She likes to go out. She's a people person. She loves being chic and elegant, but also edgy. And so this is an edgy hairstyle. I like women that are edgy, that have a little bit of oomph to them, that's not boring, that like to have fun, that enjoy having a good time, that like going out and going places, that speak up for themselves, but also are very kind and polite, are always dated athletes coming up. I'm gonna go here with that. And what I love about these Marcel irons is the Marcel irons work really well with kinky hair and straight hair. And what I love about how it does with straight hair is it almost gives it almost like a relaxer. That's what it does to kinky hair. It gives it a thermal relaxing. So right now what I'm doing, I'm Marcel curl ironing the hair, but I'm also thermal relaxing it. I'm using the heat to relax the shaft, the mid shaft, and because of the heat, it's allowing the hair to heat up and release the keratin on the inside, which is the hair's natural oil, and that's what gives the hair some shine. See that there? And it looks edgy. It's part of her personality. Here's a tip that I learned from a friend of mine to cool down the iron when it's too hot, is to spin it like so. I normally just blow on it, but you don't want to have these close to your mouth because, you know, one wrong move and you'll burn your mouth. So now I'm going in here like so. I am combing the front area because I want this to lay in the middle. So now, it looks funky right now, right? Yes. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take my rake and I'm going to comb it. I'm going to use this side here with the teeth and I'm going to comb it forward. I like this particular hairstyle. I had a girlfriend that wore her hair like this, and she liked the punk rocker look, and she liked the hair in the short style that she wore up like so, and she was really cute like that, and I liked curling her hair for occasion. So now when I get here, I'm I'm going to take my Sebastian and I'm going to spread it like so. What I'm doing now would be the styling process. And this is the look that I was going for. It reminds me of a reverse mohawk, because a mohawk goes backwards, but this is going forward, so it's like a frohawk. And I like the J in the middle. It's edgy, it's chic. I know they'll wear this in London going down the runway. And it reminds me of like Billie Jean or Billy Idol. So I'm going to rotate her. Thank you, ma'am. I finished your hair. Receive payment. Okay, let me rebook you. When's the next time you want to come in? Within 2 weeks. I can get you in Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What day you want to come in? Okay, I can get you in on that particular day around this time. All right. Here's your business card. I received payment. Here's your receipt, ma'am. Thank you very much. Walk her to the door. Client is out of there. Now I'm welcoming in my next client. Hey, how you doing? How was your weekend? Was everything okay? All right. So what kind of style we doing today? Normally, whenever you're doing your client's hair, you go through a consultation where you ask the client what it is that they're expecting from the hairstyle and what they are looking for. And so with this particular hairstyle, this hair is going away from her face. Okay, she likes to wear her hair away from her face. So, okay, I'm going to call her Stephanie. Okay, I don't know why I came up with the name Stephanie, but I'm going to call her Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie, okay. How you want to wear your hair this week? She has a wedding to go to. She has friends that she want to hang out with, and she wants her hair to last a good 2 weeks, which we can do. Okay, and she wants some volume up top. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different iron. This is going this direction. I'm going to start off with my bevel iron. So I'm going to start off by combing out the mold. The reason why I molded her hair like this is because I want the hair I'm going to start here and I'm going to go there, okay? So I actually want to make some curls. I'm going to use this iron right here and I'm going to make curls. Alright, so while I got my irons in there, Okay, so we got an understanding about what she wants. We've turned her into the mirror so she can see herself while we're talking to her. Why? The reason why we turn them around in the mirror while we're talking to them in the consultation is to make sure that we understand them, we're repeating back what they say, and at the same time, while we're repeating back what we say, we're also going through the process of showing them what method or step that we're going to use to solve their problem. Okay, so I've informed her that I'm going to start from the front and go to the back because she likes her hair to have movement away from her face. And I'm going to use curls, and I'm going to curl her hair away from her face. Okay, so I'm probably going to use some sort of a spiral method to curl her hair going backwards like so, and then pull them. All right, so I'm going to start, test my iron, no brown marks, make sure that I do not burn her forehead. You don't want to burn a woman's forehead. I've seen it done before, and it's not pretty. Backstory. When I was little, and I was watching my grandmother do this, my grandmother burned my mother on the forehead. And I started laughing. Not because she got hurt, but because I had just got a whooping. And when my mama got burnt on her forehead, I laughed because I was like, see, karma done got you. But I was upset that she, because it left a scar, and I was upset. So I put butter on her wound to help solve her pain. But my grandma got my karma back when my mama whooped me. And I was like, dang, see? But it's never good to burn a woman's forehead. I was kind of in regret because my mom is a very beautiful woman, and I wanted to make sure she retained her beauty. So whenever you are curling a woman's hair, you definitely want to make sure you put the comb in between where the iron is. Put the iron back in, next iron out, test this iron, make sure it's not too hot. If it's too hot, cool it down a bit, and I can get several curls out of this before I have to put it back into the stove. So I'm going to go here. Go right in just like that. Let it sit. Put my comb there. Tap, tap, tap. Take it out. Next curl. I can probably get about 6 or 7 of these done before my iron loses its heat value. And I'm working on making this hairstyle look uniform and asymmetrical to my client's head shape and lifestyle. Now it goes in back into the iron. We're going to pull this one out.